Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys today? I am bringing you a few things. First of all, I have to set my camera properly because it wasn't. All right, I think we're good now. Hopefully it won't move. But I'm bringing you my Christmas basket, and it is so quick and easy to put together. I can't wait to share with you how to put it together. But I wanted to share with you what I used to put it together, and that is basically 4 products. These are the Greetings for You Mix and Match Ephemera Pack, and then the Christmas Tags and More 6x6 Mix and Match Specialty DSP. I love this paper. This was really big and full, and it is almost finished. I have used it so much. I also love these patterned tag dies, and I use that right here. This is the sentiments. And then we need a little bit of linen thread. So those are the 4 items that you're gonna need. You're gonna take a 6x6 piece of designer series paper, or 15, I think it's 15.2 by 15.2 in metric. Is that the right size? I think it is 15.2 by 15.2. So this comes this size, and we're going to do a little bit of scoring. We're going to score at 2 inches or 5 centimeters, I think is 2 inches. I think it is. Don't hold me to it, guys, because I don't know. But I think it's 5 centimeters. Let me look. I should have marked that, but I forgot. Let's see, centimeters, 2 inches. Yep, I was right. 2 inches is 5 centimeters. So I like to use my scoreboard. It's just my my scoring of choice. If you're going to use the plaid on the outside, you want to have that up when you do your scoring. If you want the green side up, green side on the outside, you're going to put this up at scoring. But I want the plaid. So you're going to score at 2 inches on all 4 sides, or 5 centimeters. All right, so there is all 4 sides are scored. And we're going to do a little burnishing. So I like to just burnish with my hands for this part. Most of the times I will use a bone folder, but not for this basket. I think it leaves it a lot more fluffy if you don't have that stark edge. So once you have it this side, it's going to be a lot easier to see the patterns. And what you want to do is grab your scissor, and you want to go ahead and cut your down to the middle score line. So we're going to cut this side, then we're going to turn to the opposite side, and we're going to do the same thing. All right, so then you're going to have 3 flaps and 3 flaps, and then these are all attached. I'm going to use the seal, and I grab my silicone mat here because I like to do that. So what you want to do here is you want to add on the outside of the middle flap a line of seal, or you can use tear and tape if you prefer, right on both ends. To this middle section, okay? You're then going to take your 2 pieces for your handle. Move this out of the way for a minute. This piece here is 3/4 of an inch by 6 1/4, which is 2 centimeters by 13.5. And this piece here is 1/2 inch by 6 inches, and it is 1.3 centimeters by 15.2. And we are going to, I'm going to actually use wet adhesive for this. I like the way it bonds the piece for bending. So I'm just going to run some wet adhesive on both edges. And we're going to attach this onto our cardstock piece. And there'll be a gap because remember it's shorter, okay? But no one's going to see it. Just make sure it is even down the center. That's the most important thing. Then you want to take your bone folder and you want to curl, okay? So you want to curl it so that it breaks down the fibers and it can curve into a handle. And we are going to attach this to that piece that we added the glue to, okay? So that piece goes there, and this one goes on the other side. So now this is what we have so far, okay? Now these flapped pieces, one is gonna go over this end and one is gonna go over this end. So what I wanna do is I want to add to these outer triangle here, I want to add a little bit of adhesive, and I want to do the same, or inner, sorry, not outer, inner triangle, put a little bit of seal over this inner triangle. So what you're going to do is you're going to bend one over, and you want it to form kind of peaks even on this one side. You're going to do the same on this side. So one and then the other. And press that in place. And there is your basket. Pretty simple, but very cute. If you want them closer together, the seal allows you to remove it if you, if you choose to do it quickly. It will allow you to remove slowly. You can remove both. And if you want to bring it closer, you can bring it a little closer. So if you want a higher basket, I forgot to bring the other one when I did this one. So let me grab the other one. Oh boy. Okay, no ripping, no tearing. All right, here we go. So if you want a higher basket, you just put these higher on the handle, okay? So there's our basket. We are going to decorate it. So I have one that's a little more open and one that's a little higher. We're gonna go ahead and decorate it now. So with the pattern tag dies, I have cut one out of garden green and one out of real red, just from scraps. I also have cut the bow also is part. I'm gonna put this up here for a minute. I have everything put together because I'm gonna show you. See those little red dots that are in here? Do not throw them away when you are die cutting. Ask me how I know not to do that, because I did it. Then I had to search for them in the garbage. Luckily, it was just paper trash. So what you wanna do here is you want to assemble your bows. So you're gonna have a crossed bow and a loop, and a crossed bow and a loop. And then you're gonna have these two centers. And there is a right and a wrong to all of them. All I did to assemble this was add a little bit of glue to that piece there. Make sure my loop is upwards. And I attach that over the top. Then you get this really cute bow. So just put a dot, doesn't take much. And add that one over the top. Love that. And then put a dot there, and that's where that little center goes. I'm gonna grab my tweezer. So I'm going to show you where that piece falls out of the die. It falls out from this little spot here. So when you get that little piece, do not throw that away. All right, so the joy is the sentiment that I'm using. We're gonna put our bows over here to the side and we are going to adhere our 2 tag pieces together. So I'm just gonna add little dots of glue here and there. It's all you really need. Just a dot here and there all over wherever there's an opening. And it works out really well. By using the little dots, you shouldn't have any oozing, but it will help to attach your tag to the red tag. All right, so that's good. What you want to do is bring the red tag in and flip this over. This hole in the center of that poinsettia is the hole on your tag. So if you line that up, you should get a pretty good centered piece. So there we go. And I like just to push my fingers over the whole tag and make sure it bonds rather nicely. All right, so we're gonna add this piece of linen thread. It's 6 inches or 15.2 centimeters. And I'm going to attach it right here. So what I'm gonna do is bring it around my handle. I'm gonna grab my 2 ends. I'm gonna wrap them around my finger and pull them through. And when I do that, I'm gonna pull it pretty taut. I'll show you once I get it through. I don't want a very long loop. I want my tag. Sometimes you gotta hold it and mess with it until you get it where you want. You want it pretty close to the handle, see, like that. So then I will snip off. Fell into my basket, there we go, the ends. And then I'll take this knot and I will bring it around the back right to the hole there. All right, and we're gonna use a dimensional to attach our tag. Just a mini is all you need. So I'm just gonna grab one, peel the back off of it. Don't mind me as I take a sip of my tea. I get thirsty when I craft, I think because especially when I'm doing videos, because I talk a lot. All right, so we're gonna add this tag right where we want it, kind of propped up. We're gonna put the dot underneath for it to grab, and then it will stay in that spot, okay? We're going to add our bow over the top. So I just put a little line right there in the center like I did when I attached them. And I'm putting it right over the poinsettia. If you properly place it, it will cover that linen thread on the one side. So you place it kind of over that line of the thread. We're going to put another bow on the back. Again, just a little line of glue there. So you're using seal and multi-purpose glue, a scissor, a tweezer, and your die cut machine. And then we're gonna place this one right here in the center. Isn't that so pretty? Right there. So we're gonna flip this back around and we're gonna add our word joy. I like to use the take your pick tool when I'm peeling these off. It is self-adhesive, so it has a little backing and it's much easier to remove if you use the take your pick tool. So there are the backing pieces. All right, and we're gonna add the word joy to our tag. Oh, right about there. Maybe a little closer to the edge. Make sure the word joy is straight and add that to our tag. Discard this and fill it with any Christmas candies. You could put some filler in there if you want. It is super fun and a great little gift. So I hope that you enjoyed watching me put together this adorable basket with the pattern dies, the Christmas tags and more 6x6, and the greetings for you mix and match, and some linen thread. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you will check out everybody else's blog post and purchase the tutorial. If you would like to purchase it from me, you can find it on my blog post. There is a button for you to click, and it'll take you right to it. You can download it right off of my website. Thanks for being part of this blog hop. I appreciate having you, and I hope you enjoyed watching me put together this cute Christmas basket. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!